Hello everyone, it's Shane Kanto, your Wasteland reviewer, and I'm here to review the new Amazon series, Outer Range. And this is a new neo-western mixed with some science fiction, and there's a strange hole that takes you through time and space on the ranch of the Abbott family, led by its patriarch, Royal Abbott, played by Josh Brolin, and when a mysterious young woman, Autumn, played by Imogen Poots, winds up coming to their ranch, and things are not great as they're struggling to keep parts of their ranch from their neighboring ranchers, the Tillerson family, led by their patriarch, Patton, and also you have the sheriff in town who's struggling to kind of keep a hold on things. And one thing I have to say about this series is there's a lot going on. There's a lot of subplots. Not everything is as interesting as what's going on at the core of the show. And, they have a lot going on with the sons, Tom Pelphrey and Louis Pullman's characters each have their own kinds of things going. You have Tamara Podemski, who plays Deputy Sheriff Joy, and they have different threads going on with those characters. I just don't think they're as particularly interesting as what's going on with the greater story, which is at the core, you have Royal and Autumn butting heads in this interesting and compelling rivalry over what is this hole. And when the show goes into that and really takes a dive, literally, into the hole, there's really compelling and crazy and shocking things that happen. And you have a couple different characters that do get to experience it and some of the things that it winds up causing as an effect. And it goes all the way up until the very end of this season where some revelation that occurs is extremely shocking and really pulls this whole time-traveling thing together in a really impactful and unnerving way. And right at the center, Josh Brolin gives an incredible performance as Royal Abbott. And there's one particular scene where he's doing grace, and it turns into quite the indictment on God. And that was one of the most powerful scenes of acting I've seen on television this whole entire year. Imogen Poots is unhinged at times as Autumn, and there's a sense of danger around her. And this wild card that keeps the show so interesting, Will Patton is like acting to the sky with his performance. And sometimes it's a little too out there and really crazy and over the top. But in many ways, it's capturing an energy. And you have like his sons, like played by Reid, who's Patrick from Schitt's Creek, Sean Sipos, and you have all these dynamics between these characters. There's tension, there's a lot of compelling aspects, there's a fracturing families all over, and the emotional baggage that comes along with that is quite poignant and impactful. And there's a lot of emotion in this show. There's a lot of shocking moments in this show. The genre bending is done really well. I do have to say there's moments in it where it's really hard to even tell what the hell's going on because the cinematography is way too dark. And that's a problem. Like, if I can't see what's going on, then what the hell am I supposed to be watching? But the thing is, there's so much mystery and intrigue in this show. It's going to keep you on the edge of your seats. It has a lot to say in terms of some more societal things like dealing with Native Americans and xenophobia and, the general land politics of these different ranches. And it has all those kinds of things like Yellowstone show-esque. But then this has like wormholes and stuff like that. And it goes there. It goes to some crazy places, and it leaves you in a place at the end of the season where you're like, I have to see what happens next because I need to know how this all processes, how this all falls out. But this show is bold and big and out there, and that makes up for the fact that not everything really comes together. And maybe there's a decent amount of subplots that don't feel like they really earn your attention compared to the other things. But this is going out there and just being so daring that you can't help but want to watch the show. But those are my thoughts on Season 1 of Outer Range. Let me know what you think, and let's talk some TV. But thank you as always for tuning in and supporting your Wasteland reviewer.